Rampage Jackson.
And that's it. That is all she wrote from Hercules right there.
Danielle Taylor throwing some heavy shots and ends the fight. Cutler is out. Insane airplane toss by Charles Krazy.
Landed takedowns. Huge knees, 2 huge knees.
And there she is, Ronda Rousey making her pro debut in excellent fashion. Jamie Colleen just destroying. Cutler says, no more, I'm out. And a quick look at our rules of combat based on 3 5-minute rounds and, of course, 5 5-minute rounds for championship bouts. And, of course, in the amateur division, that changed to 3 3-minute rounds. And, of course, 5 3-minute rounds for championship bouts in the amateur division. It's based on the 10-point must system, judging criteria. And to get things started, we'll go ahead and throw it to the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the sensational Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino, Salamanca, New York, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the welterweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Todd Anderson. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet tall, official weight 169 pounds. He represents Team Ascension. Ladies and gentlemen, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, presenting Ashton Dirty Bird Nemdari. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight also 169 pounds. He represents Cortland Elite MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Homer, New York, presenting Michael God's Warrior Diorio. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round welterweight bout, Todd Anderson, now with the final instructions.
Gentlemen, we the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. If you wish to touch gloves, do so now. Step up.
Here we are, round number 1. Ashton Nemdari versus Mike Diorio. Diorio in the red gloves, Nemdari in the blue, and we'll get things started. Diorio goes in, tries to start something early, can't quite get it. Diorio looking for that takedown.
You know, I gotta say, for Diorio coming in like that, he should have ended up, you know, on the opposite side right there.
Nemdari trying to work off of Diorio here. Diorio trying to keep things busy with those hands. Diorio trying to get the switch here. Diorio doing a pretty good job, though, at keeping things busy, not keeping it stale, keeping Nemdari occupied.
Oh, I mean, he did good, you know, on the reversal right now. He finally got where he needed to be for, you know, putting the pressure on. You know, you don't want to put pressure on and all of a sudden end up in the bad position, which is this one right here, you know, with your back against the cage.
Definitely. Oh, and Nemdari coming in with some of those foot stomps.
Yeah, you know, when you're in there, you don't really feel those. But later, it's like, why's my foot hurt? And then you remember, oh, I got stomped on.
Oh, yeah. Diorio just trying to keep busy, doing pretty well with those gut shots there. Ooh, returns with some nice knees. But Nemdari keeps him up against the cage. Diorio trying to defend from this. Nemdari, I'm not quite sure what Nemdari is trying to go for here. If he's trying to get a takedown, it looks like.
I don't know, man. I think he's just content right there. You know, he's not trying, but, you know, making it look like right there, you know, he's just, I think he's testing the waters out. You know, hey, where's his balance at? You know, can I get him here? Can I get him there?
That's true. Planning ahead for the second round. Diorio locks the head of Nemdari. Got a possible guillotine here, but I don't know how tight it is. Not quite tight. Now Nemdari against the cage. And we'll see where Diorio wants to take it from here. I think Diorio initially was trying to go for those takedowns, but
yeah, but see,
yeah.
It doesn't take Nemdari long to, you know, regain his position. You know,
right.
It's only when he wants. You know, his back's up against the cage.
Definitely, yeah. He's definitely giving Diorio a handful to take care of right now. Diorio's returning decently well with the strikes, keeping busy, but they're not making too much progress here.
When he throws his knees, Diorio, he does good because that's how he gets his back off the cage. You know, he throws those knees and then, you know, they connect good and it turns over Nemdari and boom. But then, like I said, he doesn't stay there that long, or he doesn't keep doing those knees that he should be doing.
Right. Diorio still trying to defend off the cage here. Nemdari just seemingly, I'm going to have to give him some points for control. I'm sure the judges have been watching that. He's managing to keep Diorio where he wants him, but I think both fighters are going to need to progress a little bit more in the upcoming rounds to really make, you know, something significant happen.
Yeah, you know, Diorio, like I said, he's throwing his punches, doing good, but it's all defense. You know, judges frown on that a little bit. You know, they look at, hey, you know, what are you doing offensively to score points, not defensively.
Right.
And when you're the one trying to put your opponent on the cage and you're the one ending up on the cage, you know, it doesn't look that good.
Yeah, definitely. Less than a minute left in this round. We'll see if either of these fighters are going to take it anywhere else. I think Nemdari's gotten a good feel for Diorio. I'm curious to see how he's going to go about the second round.
Yeah, I'm hoping both guys change it up a little bit, you know. Get off the cage, you know, just throw some stuff out in the open. And then go for that clean shot. You know, get away from the cage.
Awesome, nice little stand-up exchange here before the bell rings. And there it is. That's the end of round number one. Let's take a look at the replay. So we saw Nemdari keeping some pretty good control for the majority of the round, kind of guided Diorio up against the fence whenever he felt like it, like you were saying before.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like I said, you know, when Diorio threw the knees, he was able to get off, you know. Nemdari constantly trying, you know, to take down, but not really a full 100%, you know, just testing it all out. Here at the end, you know, they all just threw some good hands.
Round number two, we're just kicking it off. Ashton Nemdari versus Mike Diorio. Diorio in the red gloves, Nemdari in the blue. We'll watch how this fight develops. Oh, Diorio this time coming in much stronger than that first round, landing some nice shots to the head of Nemdari.
Actually was able to get him to the ground.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were talking about how Nemdari was learning from Diorio and figuring it out and setting up something up here, but Diorio obviously was paying attention too, and looks like he's trying to change things around. They're definitely looking a little more aggressive this round, both of them. But just like that, Nemdari right back, got Diorio right up against the cage again.
Yeah, I mean, they got to break away from here. I mean, both guys, I mean, Nemdari, like I said, he's got good control here. He keeps Diorio here at will. But he's not doing much, you know, just holding and, you know, occasional a takedown attempt, little punches here or there. I got to see a little something else, you know, either whether they go to the ground or they just start standing and banging.
Yeah, I think Nemdari's really going to have to pick it up here real soon and do a little bit more. Otherwise, I could see the ref splitting this up.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I think Diorio's doing enough to keep him there.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is,
yeah,
you know,
ironically,
it's not good. It's not good. And that's where, you know, as Diorio, you want him to break it up.
Diorio gets the switch, though, manages to get Nemdari's back against the cage, but we'll see how long he has it. And just like that, Nemdari works to turn around. They still got a long way to go for this second round here, so who knows how long it could be up against the cage. We'll see. And just like there we go, the referee will split things up. Give Diorio a chance to shine here. And Diorio comes in strong with the heat. Right back up against the fence.
That's his issues right there. Is he should not do that. I mean, he come in with the heat like he does, but then cut the corner and keep coming in with the heat or go for the takedown. Don't go straight because
right, circle around the cage.
Yeah. You end up right here, you're going to be put right back on the cage. It's just a matter of time.
Granted that you say that Nemdari though looking a little beat up after a lot of those jabs, but he's still sticking around in there, keeping things turned around.
He is, but I'm saying, like I said, he knows what he's got to do when he's on that cage, and just to reverse it like this and put Diorio back on it. I mean, he does it
right.
And he does it effortlessly. That's the problem I see here with Diorio. You know, when he puts him there, it's like, man, hey, you know what? Let's put you, on your back against the cage.
Right. It shows just about how much control Nemdari really has over this fight. But like we were saying earlier, he's really going to have to pull something off just a little more. He's going to have to push it a little further to really prove to me that he's truly beaten that opponent. Diorio not looking like he's in a good position here.
Here's a really good time and opportunity for Nemdari to do a takedown because the way, Diorio's standing and position himself, I mean, he's set up perfectly for it. Just drop down, pull those legs right out, and he'll go down. Not quite that way, but
I got a little bit of sprawl going on.
At least he tried. That's
right.
what I'm saying. He saw what I saw.
He understands they still got plenty of time to go. He can really take his time if he needs to. Doesn't seem too affected by fatigue. Still staying in there. Diorio, ooh, a heavy hit from both. And just like that, right back up against the cage once again. Again with the foot stomps, a lot of foot stomps this fight. We don't, more often than not, we don't really see it too often for a legal move. Not a lot of people use it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a lot of people consider it's a cheap move.
Right.
You're standing there fighting, why are you going to step on my foot? It's like, come on, man, we got other things to throw.
Right.
But I tell you, I mean, one good foot stomp, boom, you can break a toe.
Yeah, if you get it in the right spot, definitely causing some damage. Looks like we split things up here for a little bit, take a timeout. Looking like the referee possibly calling for some more action this fight. Wasn't quite sure there if there was a foul made or it didn't quite look like there was any illegal hit or anything like that. No,
yeah, I mean he's talking to both guys, and when they were both active, doing their thing. No one was doing anything wrong. No groin shot, no pulling of the shorts, grabbing the gloves. So it could be, he's just telling them, hey, let's get a little more action going on.
Right, we still got a long way to this fight. If it carries on to a third round, that's another 5 minutes. So they're really going to have to start picking it up. But, I mean, it's going to be judgment time coming up. Both fighters still looking fresh. We'll start things back in. Diorio coming in strong as always. Landing a couple of nice hits on Nemdari there.
I don't understand because Diorio comes in good with those shots. He comes in clean and they land. But then he puts himself in this position right here and it slows down.
Right, it's only a matter of time before Nemdari ends up getting around, pushing his back on against the cage. Diorio managing to get off the cage for the end of this fight right here, but just like that, switch right back in. And that'll conclude round number 2. Let's take a look at that replay. So, yeah, like we were saying, Diorio coming in strong from the beginning. Every time it gets stood back up, Diorio comes in strong, lands a bunch of nice hits, but then from that point, he's right back in that same problem he's been dealing with since the beginning of the fight.
You can see when he strikes, they're good shots. You know, they land, he's got good accuracy, but he just stuffs himself. You know, he puts himself in there, and now, look, he can't throw good hard punches. They're little pitter-patters.
Welcome back from the break. We just finished up round number 2 between Ashton Nemdari and Mike Diorio, beginning round number 3. This is it. Both fighters really going to have to push it this round. We haven't gotten a whole lot of the most action in the last 2 rounds, but this is it. They both still look fresh. They both look ready to go. Diorio, once again, coming in with the heat, but getting put back on his back.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Nemdari could just circle out of that when Diorio's come straight in, just circle out, you know. He could do something. He threw a few kicks there, which were good. You know, he could keep that momentum going and maybe even throw Diorio off from those straight punches that he's throwing.
Diorio in this familiar position all too well. Still wanting to see a little more from Nemdari, though. I want to see him push it towards something really make that move that counts to say, yeah, that guy took the fight.
Yeah, I mean, right now, all I'm seeing is he's controlling the fight.
Right.
You know, and he is shutting Diorio down for the most part of, whatever Diorio's trying to do.
Right.
You know, but I think he is bleeding a little out of his nose from those little pot shots that Diorio keeps giving up against his cage, which is more than, Nemdari's doing to Diorio.
Right, that is true. It's definitely going to be taken into consideration, the damage dealt.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you control the position, that's great. But if you're getting damage done to you while you're controlling the position, that's not going in your favor.
Right. Both fighters looking to keep a little bit more busy this time around. Diorio looking to change things up here. Nemdari not going to let it happen.
I think he's realized, like, you know what, he ain't really hurting me from this position. Those little shots ain't really doing no damage. So he's like, hey, I can just keep him here. And, I'll throw my knees, my feet stomps. Just enough to keep me on this position so the ref ain't breaking us up.
Right, save his energy for the rest of the round, possibly come out and explode towards the end. Diorio just holding on. Not really, trying to get out of there, but like we were saying, from this position, Nemdari just has all the control.
I mean, that's something I don't understand, too, with Diorio. He comes in with that position, tries him in up against his cage, but yet, I mean, if that's your go-to, you should know how to get away from the cage, too, all aspects of it.
Right.
Whatever it is you're doing, you should know ins and outs. So that way, if you put in a position like this, you're like, okay, you know what, let me get out of here. Let me reverse it, get where I want to get.
And it looks like the referee will split things up. Diorio comes in strong again, but right back up against the cage. Let's hope Nemdari, see if he can turn things back around in his favor. And just like that, Diorio placed back on the cage.
What was that, 6-7 seconds? I think he was just catching his breath. Like, okay, ready?
Really? That's how it's ended up. That's how it has
Go.
seemingly been this whole fight. Nemdari seems to take some convenient turns onto his back, and then whenever he feels like it, is able to just flip it right back around.
Yeah, and when he tries, I mean, it's a guarantee he's going to get it.
Nemdari, I'm noticing he's throwing a little bit. I think he's throwing some more heat this round, though. Definitely trying to do a little bit more damage, matching Diorio at least.
Yeah, he is a little more active than he was in the past rounds. So that's good for him in his control of the fight.
Diorio just trying to get out of this position. I know he'd prefer either to keep it on the stand-up, take it down to the ground, but Nemdari is just not going to let it go his way whatsoever.
And that's got to be frustrating, you know. You got your game plan, and then to find out that your opponent is better at it than you are. And it's like, man, now what am I going to do? You know, you got to keep trying, but, man, he just keeps putting me right back in this position.
Right, and running out of time, running out the clock. He's really going to have to do something significant here. Nemdari goes low, tries to possibly go for the takedown. Diorio returning with some strikes. Nemdari trying to keep up and holding back, and that will complete the third round. Not quite sure if which either fighter gained enough headway. It looks like it's going to go to decision. We'll take a look at that replay. Now we saw Diorio and Nemdari basically going about the same technique for those whole 3 rounds. We'll leave it to the judges for the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of welterweight action here in Western New York, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Chris Bolinski scores this bout 29-28 for Nemdari. Paul O'Brien, 29-28 for Diorio. And finally, Tim Corrado, 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Ashton Dirty Bird Nemdari. Ladies and gentlemen, from the sensational Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino, Salamanca, New York, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the lightweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Steve Ward. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet tall, official weight 155.7 pounds. He represents Youngstown Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and the Downtown Boxing Club. Ladies and gentlemen, from Lake Milton, Ohio, presenting Tyler the Outlaw Collins. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight 153.8 pounds. He represents WNY MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Buffalo, New York, presenting Jeff Captain Caveman Dance. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round lightweight bout, Steve Ward. Now the final instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, we're gonna have the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times, listen to my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back to your corners.
Here we are, round number 1. Tyler Collins versus Jeff Dens. And we'll kick things off. Dens once again in the red, Collins in the blue. Ooh, and Collins goes in with some heat. Dens is there to counter it. Collins starting off very strong.
I was just saying, to clarify, when you said red, that's red gloves, tape around the gloves, not the shorts.
Oh, yes, yes, for the clarification,
yeah.
Yes. Collins trying to get that takedown. Dens is holding on. Doing a fairly good job of defending here. Not really giving Collins what he's looking for. But Collins is persistent. Den's trying to turn things around here. But Collins still going for that takedown.
Now, what's your opinion? You know, after how long should you stop on that takedown? Reset or, you know, switch it up before you give up on it?
I mean, you know, there's persistence in everything, you know, and you know there always is that certain point that you should always at least try for a certain amount of time. But he's surely holding on to this for quite the while.
I don't know, 'cause I mean, you know, it does take a lot of energy to take someone down or try and take him down. And in this position, I mean, you know, he's holding it the weight of his opponent right there. Collins is, you know, doing all the work, and Denz is just there, you know, I mean, he's fighting him off, mind you, but he's not wasting as much energy as Collins.
Right.
So it's like, man.
Oh, and Collins looks like he gets the takedown. Ooh, takes the back. Oh, maybe it paid off. You never know.
In this case, it looks so far like it did.
Let's see if he can work from this position and get something out of it. Den's doing a good job fighting the hands. Collins securing that body triangle. Well, this is not looking good for Denz.
No, he's got his chin tucked underneath, but
yeah, it doesn't quite have it sunk in yet.
Could be a crank on his jaw, though.
Right. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Collins is still full of energy.
I mean,
they're not sticky yet.
He's fighting off pretty good, though. You know,
he is.
He's not just giving it up. So
definitely.
Gotta give him credit. Gotta give him credit for that right there.
Den's working out of this. He's going to keep fighting for it. Collins is just determined to try to get this right here and end it.
I mean, that's always great. You know, you finish the first round. You don't really break that sweat.
Right,
you get out. You're like, hey, man, it was great.
Feeling good.
You're ready for another round.
Right. But Den's not going to give it up that easy. Collins still maintaining a good grip and good position. Den's trying to turn out of this. And Den's doing everything he needs to do. You know, he's working well. He's
out of it.
There it is.
And right back up.
Collins straight back for that takedown. He's going to lock back into that position. I think Denz, though, is smarter than that. I think he's figured out that, no, I'm not going to get right back down to that trap again.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good, but, hey.
There you go. Collins wasting a lot of energy right there.
It's true. He is. But, I mean, it paid off the first time.
Yes, it did.
And it almost got a submission out of it, so.
Ooh, Denz just hammering down with the elbows.
Those can't feel good.
And Collins still holding on, staying persistent with that. Denz says, okay, if you want more, he'll give it to him. Collins tries to spin out here.
Look at that. Those hits, look at those hits, man. They're paying off right there.
Yeah, they are. You can't tell me that you can just shake that off like it's nothing. Yeah, Collins definitely feeling some of that and still going for the leg. He hasn't given up, staying very persistent. Denz now working the body.
Switch up to, I'm saying, Collins, switch up to a single leg, something else. Throw him off balance, man, because you can't take too many of those shots.
Right, Collins, I mean, whether or not it was worth it, he did manage to get to the ground, but the bell rang and couldn't really make so much effort after that. We'll take a look at the replay really quick. Very explosive first round. Collins was just that's one of the most persistent takedowns I've seen.
Yes, very persistent.
I mean, he managed to get, two of them, which is all good and well, but I think at the expense of the damage he took for it. We'll see how things develop coming up after the break. Round number 2. King of the Cage, No Retreat here at the Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino. We just got finished with the first round between Jeff Denz and Tyler Collins.
Doc was just checking out Collins, make sure he was okay after all those hits he took.
Yeah, definitely. Those were that was just a flurry of elbows. But, he's looking fairly clean from it. Doesn't look too hurt. Still, obviously, looking like he's light on his feet. Got full of energy. But I think Denz now is coming in with a different perspective this time. Looking like he's going a little more on the aggressor.
Yeah, well, you got to think, too, that's the fatigue. you know, from Collins, you know, pushing that hard for that first 5 minutes.
Definitely.
Trying to take him down. You know, you can see those punches. You know, he's a little wobbly when he throws, and then, like I said, it's just fatigue, nothing else.
Den's now switching up his approach here, getting a chance to do some more offense on the feet.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how Den's moving around. He's fresh. He feels good.
He's basically just had to defend that whole first round. He was just sitting up against the cage and got to relax.
Yeah, and as he delivers some nice elbows to the head,
right,
a few body shots. Look at that.
And Denz always has a fist ready to go wherever he's at, keeping things busy, always ready to soften his opponent up and keep him occupied.
Yeah, here's the example of Collins being fatigued, where he went for the shot. Good opportunity to get it, but then he said he didn't have enough energy left in him to go full force, and boom, ended up on his back.
Yeah, Denz is just managing to overpower right now. He's in a great position at the moment. And now he's just he's giving some punishment back to Collins after that first round.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is going to wear Collins out more too, because I mean he's getting pounded on, and he just Den's on top resting or dropping his weight on him and stuff like that.
Those aren't just some little love taps. There's some power behind those punches. Those elbows definitely not feeling too good.
It don't take much for your elbow to cut you too. It don't have to be don't have to be powerful, full force. Just a nice little nick, boom.
Right, pointy
slice you right up.
Hard bone. Looks like they'll stand things back up. And Denz wants to brawl.
I mean, that's good on Den's part, because I mean, this shows how fatigued Collins is, and it's like, hey, get up, make him move, make him wear himself out more.
Right, definitely. All part of the game plan.
And those hits, if Denz hits him clean, it'll affect him a lot more.
Yeah, it will. Collins still staying in this, but Denz just waiting for that right opportunity to come in.
Yeah, I can see Collins going for one more takedown. Because like I said, he don't want to stand and bang. He's doing a good job moving around, trying to stay away. Keeping Denz at bay, so that way it just doesn't give him a clean shot.
Right, you can see Collins trying to just release what's left of his energy in those short little bursts. But pretty soon that's going to run out if Denz just keeps running him around the cage.
Denz ain't taking advantage of this opportunity right here he's being given. Collins ain't going for the shot. He just standing in front of him, moving a little bit side to side. And Denz is acting like, oh man, this guy's going to get me.
Right. I mean, I don't know if it's part of Denz's plan. He wants to wear out some more energy out of him before going in. I mean, Denz obviously is in great condition right now to go right in and attack, as you were saying. Might just want to really make sure that he's fatigued before, I guess. I mean, he's got the time for it. He's got a minute in round number 2, and if he wants to take it to a third round, keep things going, it's very possible.
Maybe he just want to be in this position right here, where he's got his weight on him, making him work. And
that was a big knee, look.
I think that was his body, though.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a headshot. The ref would have jumped right in.
Denz locks onto the back.
Oh, now Denz going for that triangle.
Right. How the tables have turned.
Rear naked choke, I meant.
Well, he's got a body triangle.
Yeah, that's what I meant too.
Right. And oh, how the tables have turned from that first round as we saw in the beginning of the fight. Collins was just locked onto Denz and spent a lot of time trying to get that rear naked choke. Now it's Denz's turn. But does he have the time to do it?
I don't know, man. The position ain't right for it. 10 seconds left. But this is a bad way for Collins to finish the round, just with Denz on top of him, working him over.
Definitely. The control aspect alone, I think Denz just took over completely that round. And maybe he still looks ready. Looks like he's just taking his time, waiting patiently to see, I'm going to wait till the third round. He's going to looking like he's going to look for the finish there.
Yeah. I mean, right here you see, Collins coming in for that takedown. It was sloppy and cost them the back. But then when they were on their feet.
Welcome back to King of the Cage No Retreat. Round number 3. We're going to kick things off here between Jeff Dens and Tyler Collins. We've had a very eventful first 2 rounds tonight. Dens definitely looking to do something deadly this round. We're not sure what he's going after. Collins, though, definitely feeling the effects of fatigue here.
I think right here in this position, Dens is getting comfortable here. Knowing Collins coming in, giving him everything he's got, he knows he can hold him here and deliver some good shots. And, like I said, do his damage and eventually end up on top.
Collins going for what he tried that whole first round to get going. Just going for that takedown once more. But Dens has already proven time and time again that he can get out of it if he needs to with due time.
Yeah, I mean, Collins right now, he's doing a good job. Pressure's on, pressure's good. But if he uses all his energy up right now and Dens gets out of here, it's not going to go good for Collins. I mean, look at this. Right back to the rear naked choke. Good opportunity here for him to finish it. Should be great for Collins. Only difference I see here between him and Dens is that when Dens got this, he was using his heel to give body shots. Dropping
yes,
heels.
He was. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, Collins just looking like he's going to use that last bit of energy he has all in the choke.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Yeah, he might be going deep. Dens still keeping that chin down, though.
And then he's got that arm. When you see that arm come down, you know it's not as tight. He does have that chin tucked good.
And Dens is just looking patient, taking his time, doing what he needs to do, working very methodically. Collins, I think, slowly losing more energy now.
Dens just got to be careful. We don't give him too much of an opportunity on that neck.
Right.
He's working his way to get out of there, but at the same time, he's leaving himself open. And that's where he's going to get caught if he's not paying too much attention to whatever Collins is doing.
Definitely. Dens trying to use that cage to his advantage here. Collins making good use of this final round, though. Definitely showing some control here.
Yeah, no, he's doing a good job right here of hanging on and, going for that, submission attempts. And that's what you want to see. You're on the ground, hey, he's going for something. He's just holding him. I mean, he is holding him, but he's being held too.
Right.
But he's constantly trying. He's trying to get that rear naked choke.
Collins staying persistent. Trying to make something out of this position here, but Dens possibly slipping out pretty soon. Looks like Collins is slipping off to the side. Doesn't quite have that body triangle anymore. He's got his hooks in though. But now he's sliding more and more onto the side. Dens is getting into a better position here. There it is. Slipping off, but he might just latch right back on.
Yeah.
Oh. Again, looking dangerous for Dens.
There, pop-ups, start dropping bombs. Finish strong right here. You got a minute left. Give it everything you got.
Collins surprisingly coming back, looking like he had more energy than that second round. Looking like this round he was ready to go, did not want to give it up at all. I think he threw Dens off just a little bit there. Dens was expecting him to be extra fatigued this round, was waiting for that opportunity, but it was very much the opposite.
You know what? He scored with the takedown. He got the takedown, maintained position, and conserved some of his energy. And now he's on top. I mean, this is good. I mean, he went from going for rear naked. Now he's on top. He just got to posture up these last 30 seconds, drop some bombs.
Just under 25 seconds left here. Dens is really going to have to look to do something significant. Dropping some elbows onto Collins.
Yeah, Dens trying, but I think it's a little too late. He stayed in that rear naked position too long.
Definitely. And there we go. That's it. That'll conclude round number 3, and it looks like it's going to go to decision. Take a look at the replay. I mean, those were just very explosive last 3 rounds. A very exciting fight. Dens was seemingly dominating all the way up to that end of that second round, but this third round, Collins came back with seemingly more energy than before. Got a second win, was able to take down Dens and really seal the deal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I gotta give credit right here to Collins because he maintained this position from different rotations. He kept regaining it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action here in Western New York, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Chris Bolinski scores this bout 29-28 in favor of Dens. Tim Corrado, 29-28 for Collins. And finally, Paul O'Brien, 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Jeff Captain Caveman Dens. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino, Salamanca, New York, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the junior flyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Todd Anderson. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, official weight 125.4 pounds. He represents Rock Bottom Matrix MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Greensboro, North Carolina, presenting Todd the Matrix Monroe. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 5 inches tall. Official weight 123.6 pounds. He represents Modern Vision and Team Ascension. Ladies and gentlemen, from Welland, Ontario, Canada, presenting Joe Mental Pimentel. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round junior flyweight bout, Todd Anderson, now with the final instructions.
Gentlemen, we know the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you wish to touch gloves, do so now. Step on back.
Here we are, round number 1. Let's get things started once again. Todd Monroe versus Joe Pimentel. Pimentel in the red gloves, Monroe in the blue. Both fighters looking very light on their feet. Kind of testing out the waters here. Both of them looking for an opportunity.
135 is? Yes, 135. 125. These guys better be light on their feet.
Right, 125. Let's
lightning right here, yeah.
Monroe definitely looking a little more patient. Pimentel trying to test everything out of Monroe. Distance, speed, power. Monroe looking very comfortable though, lying in wait.
I got to say, good job by Pimentel using his legs to keep Monroe at bay.
Definitely.
So he just doesn't rush in and do anything. But now, you know, Monroe throwing a few kicks of his own.
Starting to mix things up a little bit here.
Yep.
You can see the speed on those punches. Both fighters just looking to catch the other slipping. And when they do engage, it's just a quick little, really quick flurry, right back out.
In and out, in and out. They don't just stay in there.
No significant damage really dealt at all to either. Yeah, I don't think a strike has really landed too hard or on contact. Pimentel now looking to be a little more patient. Monroe looking to close in possibly.
He's doing good with those one shots. You know, he's coming in quick, coming in close, and some of them are landing. But if he'd follow him up, I think he'd get him good.
Oh, looks like he got a groin shot there. Take a timeout. You know, with all those lightning speed kicks and punches, you know, it's hard to see what lands and what doesn't, how much power really was behind it.
Yeah, I think it was a little flick. But then again, I'm not the one in there.
Right.
I'm just going off what I see. I'm going off what I see, the reaction there. You know, he looks like, hey, you know what, it didn't hurt me that bad.
Right, but I'm sure you've experienced it plenty of times on your own, so.
I've had a few. Not too many, I'm glad to say.
I know, luckily. It looks like hopefully we'll get things started back up here soon. Pimentel coming in with a flurry. All looking for the takedown. A little change of elevation here. Monroe defending it pretty well though.
I don't know if we're just saying for the little guys as big guys, but Monroe had opportunity right there, you know, start throwing little pot shots at Pimentel. But didn't, and I'm like, man, come on, throw some shots right there. Soften him up.
Definitely.
You know, distract
keep
him.
him occupied, right?
Yeah. Maybe avoid this takedown.
But Pimentel really not looking like he struggled a little bit to try to make something out of this here.
Well, see, he's securing his position.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, he's not just jumping the gun and going for this, that, and letting, you know, Monroe just pop up and get out of here.
Monroe doing a solid job of defending here. Trying to halt the advancement, Pimentel. Pimentel trying to just stay persistent, trying to make something out of this, but some nice shots there on top. Nice. Some nice shots landed right there at the end. Yeah, hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that back and forth in the next round.
See, like I said, he took it upon himself with just a few seconds to go, but right here, you know, they're going at it back forward. When he gets the takedown, he secured his position, and just in the last 10 seconds, he said, okay, now I got to go for it. You know, finish strong, and it was great.
It was good. Yeah, Pimentel definitely showed a little control. We'll take a look at the next round coming up after the break. Continuing in the second round here between Todd Monroe and Joe Pimentel. And we'll get things started. Pimento definitely ending strong in that last round. Monroe still looking fresh, looking determined to try to make something. Still have yet to see him push forward too much.
Yeah, he's got to stop throwing those ones. They'll throw a few combos. You know, come in, bam, bam, bam. Move around, cut the corner.
He's definitely got the speed for it. He's got the agility. He's going to use it a little more. Pimento definitely showing that he feels comfortable on the ground and on the stand-up. It looked like got a little rustled there for a second. Monroe acting a little more on the aggressor side this round, I think. Taking the center cage. Pimento challenging.
I think they're pretty equal on their feet. You know?
I think so too.
Monroe's throwing a few, you know, he throws harder shots, but they're not landing.
Right.
You know, and they're both backing each other up, moving each other forward. So, I mean, it's going back and forth. No, to me, no clear advantage on one or the other.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Definitely would have to see a little bit more from both of those fighters. Pimento looking to wait cautiously for that opportunity. Monroe coming in with a little bit of heat. Monroe keeping Pimento at bay, but Pimento keeps pressing forward. Ooh, it looks like a little bit of a return there in that first round. Not saying that he did it on purpose or anything. Not going to put any accusations out there.
No, never.
It looks like we'll take just a little bit of a timeout here.
In this case, I mean, it was just, like I said, they were both moving quick.
Right.
You know, and it wasn't that he just aimed for it. It's the movement. It just happened to be there.
Yep. Definitely kind of looked like must have been a hard hit there. Taking a little extra time to recover here.
Yeah, you can never gauge how hard someone gets hit by the sound. And
Definitely,
stuff,
yeah, you really can't.
You could not even hear it out. It could be the worst, you know, kick out there. So it could be even the slowest kick, just the slightest touch, but it just hit the right spot. So it's one of those things that it sucks when it happens to you. And yeah, from a spectator's point of view, you can't, you know, you might be like, oh, come on already, you know, it wasn't that hard, but you don't know.
You can never determine, yeah.
No.
I'm sure we'll get things started up soon, though.
Pimento's recovering, and Monroe, he should be thinking, okay, you know what? What can I do? What can I do to, you know, get him out here, you know? Do I throw combos? Yes. You know, do I stick and move? Yes. But keep sticking and keep moving. Don't just stick once and move.
Right. At this point, it looks like Monroe's his strongest point is going to be staying on that stand-up and really landing a couple of really major shots. If he can try to make that opportunity possible, push forward just a little bit more, maybe throw Pimento off his guard, you can see some development happening.
It seemed like Ronda was recovering, looking better. So I don't think it should be too much longer.
Yeah, they should get things started any moment now. Referee having a talk with Monroe just to make sure, keep everything safe, keep everything careful.
That's usually a sign that, hey, the fight's about to start. They just give you a little warning.
Right.
Get everything going.
Referee making sure Pimentel's all set and ready to go. We can continue this bout.
Well, the other thing you gotta look at too is, hey, how much is this helping Monroe here? I don't think he was tired at all.
But definitely got a break.
Yeah, he got a break,
rest.
a good rest, and he's not the one that was
recovering
from a low blow.
All right, it looks like we'll get things started up again. Get some agreement between the two fighters, make sure we can prevent this from happening again. All right, continue this round. Monroe looking fresh, full of energy, like you were saying. Got a nice little break there. Pimentel too, he was recovering, yes, but probably got at least some breather breaks, some of that energy back.
Yeah, even though you recover, after you recover, sometimes it's not bad to take an extra little bit of time, just to make sure, hey, you got recovered from the groin shot. Now let me just catch my breath, make sure everything's good. You do get 5 full minutes.
Of course.
He almost took all 5.
Right?
Let's see if it pays off.
Pimentel looking for a possible takedown there. Ooh, returning with some nice shots. Here we go. Both fighters bringing some heat to the table.
That's what you want to do, keep the pressure on like that with punches, not just, straight trying to take down, but hey, mix it up.
Monroe not letting himself get taken down here. Pimentel staying persistent.
You hear Monroe? He shoots him to the body right there. Slow him down a little bit. Score some points. Because, he's scoring points because he got you pinned. It looks like he's trying to go for a double leg, takedown. So the judge is like, hey, he's doing something. You just sit there defending. Don't just defend, man. Strike back.
He definitely could be keeping some, staying busy, keeping something going here, taking some body shots like you were saying, throwing some knees. Because, Pimentel basically, he can push as long as he needs to. He's looking like he's got just about as much energy as Monroe has. Trying to lock the leg there, try to get that takedown. Not quite successful. Monroe staying tight.
Oh, he got him down.
So he did, but there it is, right there at the end of the round. Didn't quite have enough time to make something out of it. Definitely, probably an odd second round, not a whole lot of development. Too much in the fight. I think both fighters definitely got a little bit of a break, got a little bit of a rest, got to test each other out a little bit more. Take a look at the replay here.
So, guys, they came out firing, not too many numbers going out, but they were moving. They were trying to make something happen, which was good, from both guys. But it just, like I said, it was hard to tell, who's doing what. You get this low blow.
Here in the third round, about to start. Todd Monroe versus Joe Pimentel. Once again, Pimentel in the red gloves, Monroe in the blue. And we'll kick off this final round.
Let's see if Pimento can get Monroe back on the ground and, you know, pick up where he left off. You know, I mean, the first round he had success. In the last 10 seconds, I mean, he opened up on him, you know, did a good job, you know, finished strong. This one, he took him down in the last couple seconds of the round.
Both fighters definitely looking like they got some energy to spare. So it still could go, I think, you know, either fighter's way. I haven't seen a very clear advantage, you know, in either.
No, you know, yeah, you know, right here, this third round could change it all. You know, it just all depends on who wants to make the difference.
Ooh, Monroe with a nice little combo there.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, he did that and cut the corner, do it again.
Right,
Follow it up.
he's going in, he's backing out, which that's good and all for the first couple rounds. You know, first trying to test out your opponent, but at this point, you know, I think he can understand Pimentel's strategy here, what he's going for, his fighting style. He could push a little harder.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, he's throwing some nice kicks that are landing, which is good, but keep it going. I mean, this is the last 3.5 minutes you got going right here, man. Just give it everything. Finish really strong. There you just like that. There you go. That's what I'm talking about now. Do it again.
Finding some nice strikes
There
there.
you
Pimentel
go.
getting a little overwhelmed, but still staying confident.
That's what I'm saying. If Monroe keeps doing this, I mean, this should be over in a couple minutes.
Right, if he just keeps that damage going, he definitely looks like he's got the energy for it. He looks like he can keep it going, no problem.
Yeah, eventually the right one will land and boom, lights out. So, you know, when you throw your combos and you take a break like this, you give your opponent time to recover, regroup, check everything out, and say, okay, you know what, he did this, let me, you know, defend this way.
Right, you want to keep him on his toes.
Yeah, you know, keep guessing. We'll give him a chance to say, okay, you know what, I'm doing this, I need to change it up, I need to do this. The same thing goes for Pimento. You know, he's just sitting there, you know, watching this barrage come, defending nicely. But there you go for a takedown and, hey, take him to the ground quickly. Don't wait till, you know, the last 30 seconds. Ooh, that's a nice little jab right there.
Monroe stepping in.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, he landed one jab, and I mean, it rocked him. And, you know, he sat there and watched for a little bit. Keep the pressure on, keep the pressure on. You know, now Pimento's, you know, trying to find, hey, you know, he poked me in the eye, he's doing this. Hey, that means,
he's definitely
you know,
back on the defensive.
that means he's worried. You're doing something right.
And Monroe doing exactly, working it all around the cage, circling, circling, circling.
Got him again with that jab. I mean, if he would have started this in the second round or third round, it would have been, you know,
could have been over,
quickly,
yeah. He's just going to keep walking him around, doing exactly what he needs to do. Pimento looking a little overwhelmed now.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting this. But this is exactly what, you know, Monroe should have been doing this whole time. Look at that, look at that,
heavy
look at
hit.
that.
Oh, and the referee calls
over.
it. That's it. That's all it takes.
I said 2 minutes, didn't I?
There it was, just as quick. If Monroe could have been kicked in and started doing that, well, I guess this is just the perfect time for him to step it up. Was able to just overwhelm Pimento. And we'll shoot it to Dean for the final results.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Todd Anderson has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 3 minutes and 14 seconds of the third and final round. Your winner by TKO, the Matrix, Todd Monroe.
In my training camp to prepare for Pat Mix, I pretty much done the same thing I always do. I fight to prepare for any opponent at any time. I try to stay in shape all the time. So we have all kinds of different fighters. We have southpaws, longer guys, shorter guys, and train with them every day. So it doesn't really matter the fighter. I train to stay prepared.
My opponent's Tony Gravely. He's from, I think, I don't even know where he's from, to be honest with you, but I know he's a wrestler. I know he's a short, stocky guy, and I know he has a lot of wins, so I'm excited to go try and take what he has.
When I step in the cage tonight, fans can expect me to push the pace, expect my cardio to be great, and me to be prepared for five-minute rounds if that's what it goes to.
I had a great training camp. I split my camps up. I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, training out of Jackson Wink. and I also did half my camp home at Western New York MMA.
King of the Cage I've watched since I was a child with my dad, so it'd be a really deep emotional feeling for me. So, and also, it could also shoot me to the next level, UFC or, whatever bigger promotion, would like me.
No added pressure, as I've won 17 fights in a row. My streak, it dates back almost 5 years, so, there's pressure for every fight. But this is just another fight, and it's going to be the same result. Me with my hand raised, and him taking a long ride home.
Pat Mix, good luck tomorrow night. I hope you bring your A game. I'm looking forward to putting on a show.
My opponent is Tony Gravely, and I plan to put on the performance of my life against him. I know he's a great competitor, and I plan to meet him in the center of the cage tonight and prove that I'm the best bantamweight in the world.
Here is Tony Gravely.
Tony Gravely now makes his way to the cage. Gravely hails from Martinsville, Virginia, and stands at 5 feet 5 inches tall. Fighting out of the 135-pound weight class, Gravely's pro MMA record currently stands at 12 wins and 4 losses. Very impressive one at that. His amateur MMA record stood also very strongly at a 6-win and 1-loss stand. His current Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ranking is a blue belt, and he trains out of Tech MMA and Fitness Academy in Christiansburg, Virginia. He's a 2-time Virginia State Champion wrestler and a 2-time NCAA Division I Southern Conference champion. Tony Gravely's experience is very hard to come by from just your average fighter. Definitely a worthy opponent to fight the likes of Patrick Mix. This is a very highly anticipated fight here tonight. Two of some of the best fighters King of the Cage has to offer in their division. Tony Gravely heads into the cage.
Here is Patchy No Love Mix.
Patchy No Love Mix now heads to the cage. Hailing from Angela, New York, and standing at 5 feet 11 inches tall, Patchy Mix is the King of the Cage flyweight world champion. He's proven his way through the ranks and picked up a very swift pro MMA career here with 6 wins and 0 losses. He's a very strong ground fighter, is able to do whatever he pleases and whatever he wants in a cage, seemingly to his opponents. His amateur MMA record stood at a whopping 11 wins and 0 losses. He's been tearing through the competition and one of the best up-and-coming fighters we have here. He holds a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, very formidable. Patrick Mix now heads into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the sensational Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino, Salamanca, New York, King of the Cage and General Tire present our featured bout of the evening. It is sanctioned by the Seneca Nation Athletic Commission, Chairman Scott Snyder, Commissioners Victor Redeye, Tina Abrams, Rick Jemison, and Justin Schapp. It's in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated, President and Founder Terry Trebilcock Jr., our matchmaker Tom Vaughn, promoter Jeff Mahalik, timekeeper at the bell Nicole Corrado. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Chris Bolinsky, Tim Corrado, and Paul O'Brien. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action from Binghamton, New York, Steve Ward. And now, for all the fight fans in attendance and the millions watching around the world, Western New York. Let's hear it. This is our main event of the evening. 5 rounds of MMA for the King of the Cage Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, official weight 134 pounds. This Tech MMA and Fitness Academy fighter has a professional record of 12 victories with 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Martinsville, Virginia, presenting the challenger, Tony His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight, 134 pounds as well. This WNY MMA and Jackson Wink fighter has a professional record of 6 victories with no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the pride of Angola, New York, the reigning and defending King of the Cage, flyweight champion of the world, Patchy No Love Mix. Once again, Steve Ward is our official 5-round schedule.
Okay, gentlemen, remember the rules in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back to your corner.
Round number 1. This is our main event of the night. Let's kick things off. Patchy Mix versus Tony Gravely. Once again, Gravely in the blue gloves, Mix in the red. And both fighters start out testing the waters. Mix goes in for an early takedown, but Gravely counters with some heavy shots to the head. Perfect counter there. Mix is taking some damage. Mix still struggling to try to pick up Gravely, but Gravely locking in a perfect guillotine here. Mix picks him up, takes him down. Beautiful slam. And now the tables have turned, and Mix now working his way from the position he feels most comfortable at. Sinking in a guillotine on Gravely here. Gravely not in the best position here. Mix keeping hold of that guillotine. He's going to keep twisting Gravely, trying to get in the perfect position here. Gravely is fighting it well and pops out. Gravely now on top, Mix on the bottom. Mix is going to have to work from the defense here. Very impressive performance already so far. Mix now in trouble, possibly in the guillotine of Gravely. Mix up against the fence, Gravely looking for a takedown possibly. Mix takes it down, locks another guillotine, but this time he's locked the leg. Oh, and this might be it, and that's it. There's the tap. Patchy Mix takes the win with the guillotine. What an amazing fight here tonight. Definitely main event worthy. A wonderful display between these two fighters, two just raw talent going right at each other. Very explosive right out the bat. We'll take a look at the replay to see a close-up of that. Such an explosive first round, and it all ended in the blink of an eye. I mean, Gravely was able to just keep the pressure, started off very aggressive, very positive, taking down Mix, but Mix turned it all around.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 44 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out from a guillotine, still undefeated, still King of the Cage, flyweight champion of the world, Patchy No Love Mix. is Lewis Bad Intentions Cassner Jr.
Lewis Cassner Jr. now making his way to the cage. Cassner hails from Hagerstown, Maryland, and stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 155-pound weight class, his pro MMA record stands at 1 win and 2 losses. However, his amateur record stood at an impressive 16 wins and 2 losses. Cassner trains out of Tactical Combat in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Cassner considers himself a jiu-jitsu Muay Thai fighter who also specializes in some wrestling. He feels confident both on his feet and on the ground wherever it takes him. He's a very diverse fighter, well-versed in all aspects. Definitely going to be a very tough opponent. He's got lots of experience in the sport. He's been around for a long time. Definitely no stranger to the cage and is going to pose a threat to any fighter. His opponent, Kieth Forant, fights in a similar style, so this will be a very interesting match and really test the skills of each of these fighters. Lewis Cassner Jr. makes his way into the cage.
Here's Kieth Forant.
Kieth Forant now makes his way to the cage. Forant hails from Buffalo, New York, and stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall. Fighting out of the 155-pound weight class, Forant's current promo MMA record stands at 1 win and 0 losses. New to the pro division, his amateur MMA record ended with 6 wins and 4 losses. So he's no stranger to the cage. He's so far his pro MMA career has shown very good promise. Looking to pick up his 2nd win tonight. Forant is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and trains out of Buffalo United Martial Arts in Buffalo, New York. Forant practices a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai style. He's very confident on his feet as well as he is on the ground. Of course, with that black belt ranking in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's most likely where he's going to want to take things. Kieth Forant heads into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino, Salamanca, New York, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the lightweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Steve Ward. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight 148 pounds. He represents Tactical Combat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hagerstown, Maryland, presenting Lewis Bad Intentions Cassner Jr. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall as well. Official weight, 154.2 pounds. He represents Buffalo United Martial Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, from Buffalo, New York, presenting Kieth Forant. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round lightweight bout, Steve Ward. Now, the final instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, we're going over the rules in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now.
Here we go, round number 1. Kieth Forant versus Lewis Cassner Jr.
Here we go, gentlemen. Fight, are you ready? Fight, are you ready?
And we're off. Once again, Forant in the red gloves, Cassner in the blue. Forant taking position in center cage. Cassner being cautious. Forant staying very calm, waiting for his opportunity. Cassner popping in and out. Both fighters being very patient, very cautious, watching each other's moves very carefully, studying their opponent. Some nice exchange of kicks back and forth here. Some contact. Forant with the kicks. Cassner trying to find an opportunity, but Forant now pressing forward. Nice kick from Forant. Again. Yeah, Cassner's definitely feeling that. Another kick. Cassner tries to move in. Can't quite complete that combo though. Forant, another kick. And I think Cassner's starting to feel that now in his legs and his knee. Forant with another kick. Chopping that tree down. Another kick knocks Cassner off balance there. Cassner now trying to go for the takedown. Forant taking the back. Forant taking this time to shine. In an ideal position now. Cassner looking like he may be in trouble. Forant just laying down the heat. Not sure how much longer Cassner's going to be able to hold on. He's just blocking at this point. Nice gut shot from Forant. Cassner trying to hold on here. Forant sliding into better positioning, just continuing to just barrage Cassner. Cassner really gonna have to strike, and just like that, referee will call that fight. Cassner was just not able to defend from that. Great execution from Forant. Was able to move in quickly, stayed patient, was able to go right at it, no problem. Let's take a look at the replay. Cassner started out fresh, but just couldn't keep it up, and Forant was able to just execute his plan perfectly. Go to Dean with the results.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Steve Ward, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 2 minutes and 58 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO, Kieth Forant.